Hi, this is the Latchkey Nana Sandy, and what we're going to make today are blondies. Blondies are kind of like brownies without the chocolate, okay? So what I've done, I've melted a stick of butter. It calls for half a cup of butter, which is equivalent to a stick of butter. I'm using this wooden handle so I don't burn my hand, okay? So I'm using a mixing bowl. Ooh, we almost got water in that, okay? And we're going to remove the mixing bowl from the boiling water, okay? And we're going to start beating down. Let me move this out the way. Start beating down the butter so it can soften, okay? So when you put the egg in, it won't cook the egg. You don't want scrambled eggs in your blondies or your brownies, okay? So let's go ahead. And what we're going to do, we're going to add a cup of brown sugar, okay, to the 1 stick of butter. Make sure that when you measure your brown sugar that you pack it into the cup that you're going to use, okay? Now, let's crank that up a little, cool it down some more, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and add 1 teaspoon now of vanilla. Okay. Then we're going to add 1 egg. And before you start making your blondies or your brownies, make sure you always prepare your pan. I always use the pan spray that has the flour in it, okay? We're going to take 1 egg. And we're going to beat the egg a little bit. Okay, add the egg to the mixture. Now, the flour mixture has 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, well, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda and salt. Remember, salt goes a long way, okay? So, let's go ahead and add this mixture. Turn it off. Turn it on low a little bit here. And we're going to add just a little bit at a time. Okay? Crank it up some. Now add the rest. Now, when I make my blondies, I would add white chocolate chips or chocolate chunks or chocolate chips. You can add nuts, pecans, or walnuts in your blondie, okay? Just remember, it's optional. You don't have to add it. I don't add anything to mine because don't want to come off. I'm diagnosed with diabetes, and when you add nuts to sugar, it's just too good. You can't eat just one. And plus, the nuts will increase your glucose. So you don't want to do that. Okay, now we've mixed this up. Now let's get the pan. This is an 8x8 pan, okay? And you're going to bake it at 350 degrees, okay? Let me hold this right here. I don't want to burn myself. Now, put this off something. Flour off. You're gonna have to sweep the floor a little bit later on. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get the batter into the pan. Okay. Yes. It's cooled down. Well, I can go ahead and put it in the pan. Now, in case you're wondering what happened to my hand, in 2006, I thought I had a cold, and I didn't go to the doctor because we all know the doctors do not treat viruses, such as a cold. And I ended up being diagnosed with transverse myelitis, which is a rare neurological disease that mimics MS. My immune system attacked my spinal cord. When the doctor said that, I said, but I've had my immune system for 46 years. My spine has been with me since I formed in the womb. So how can it not recognize my spinal cord? They said they couldn't explain it. And they asked me, had I been around a lot of children at that particular time? And I said, yes. I used to go to daycare with my granddaughter when she was in pre-K. She was a little diva. She didn't want to go to pre-K by herself. So I did what the average nana would do. I went with her every day. Okay, so this is what your batter will look like, okay? Let's clean that up a little bit. You're going to bake it at a 350 degree preheated oven, okay? Between 15 and 28 minutes. Okay? So, what I always do at the end, when my product finished baking, I post a picture. I wanted to show you how to make the blondies. I love blondies almost better than I do brownies. And so I hope that you learned something and you would like to try making these yourself. Thank you for watching. Look for the picture. Bon appetit.